I'm Lizzie and welcome to my garden here at the Rose Press. Today I'm going to talk to you all about the Chelsea chop. Now some of you might have heard people talking about it. I know I did a few years ago and I had absolutely no clue what that meant. But basically the Chelsea chop is usually done in late May, so around when the Chelsea Flower Show is, and it is where you can cut a third back of some certain plants, which will encourage them to get bushier and to not flop. So one of the brilliant plants you can do it on is Nepeta, so also known as catmint, and sometimes it can look as if, because they all grow from the centre, they can then sometimes flop, and these are starting to do that. I've got some that are just about to flower and some that will flower a little bit later, but by cutting them back by a third, it means that there'll be more blooms later in the summer. It just prolongs the flowering. So what you can do is you can do it on everything, and then I'll have a really sort of massive bloom later in summer. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do half, because I planted these around this urn really for the pollinators and bees. So I'm going to do half of each plant now, and then hopefully that will then have a succession of flowers, and I'll give it a cut back once they've started flowering. But because they're so close and there's not much else, because everything's so late this year, I feel like I should leave it for the bees. So I'm going to do that. So Nepeta's a good one, Penstemons, Rudbeckia, Echinacea, loads of different things. Sedums, which I'll do another video on how to do your sedums and how you can then get more plants for free, which is good. So it is really as simple as using some secateurs. If you don't have secateurs, you could use scissors. They're not as good, but any secateurs are good. It's important to keep them clean, and you can literally try and pick some here, take it back by a third, and you can be quite rough with Nepeta. And I'll just compost that, and it just means, and I'll do lots more, but it just means that I'll get the flowers now on half of the stuff and then more flowers later in the summer, and it's a really good way to stop plants from flopping over. Now it's not a universal rule, so I'd recommend going and having a look on my website, on my blog post that tells you exactly which plants are really good for the Chelsea chop. I hope that was helpful, and let me know if you do any Chelsea chopping, and thank you so much for watching.